Hello everyone, how you doing? Today's lesson is about stealing, and I have 3 points about how to effectively steal from your parents.
Oi!
What?
Bible.
Good point. First, we should read God's word. Exodus chapter 20, verse 15. Do not steal. Now, you see, there's a good lesson there. Make sure you read the Bible first. You need to read it first because you can easily be wrong. So we're not going to steal from our parents because we shouldn't steal. Now, I have a favourite Bible story about stealing. Here is my favourite Bible story. It's about Naaman and Elisha. Now, there was a man called Naaman, and he was a commander in the king's army, the king of Aram, one of Israel's neighbours. Unfortunately, he was a very brave soldier, but he had leprosy, and he didn't know what to do about it. How can you get rid of leprosy? It's an incurable disease. Well, he heard about Elisha the prophet all the way in Israel, and he went and spoke to the king and said, "Can I go into Israel to see if this man can heal me?" And the king said, "Sure, go for it, Naaman." And he took 10 talents of silver, 6,000 shekels of gold, and 10 sets of clothing. And he gave a letter which said, "With this letter I'm sending my servant Naaman to you so that you may cure him of his leprosy." When he got there, he met Elisha, but Elisha wouldn't even speak to him. They sent a messenger out to the commander of the king's army, and the message that the messenger sent was, "Go wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan River and your flesh will be restored and you will be cleansed." Well, Naaman was furious at this. He said, "Why wouldn't you come and see me yourself? I come out all this way. I'm a respectable, important man and I have lots of money. And not only that, aren't the rivers better where I come from? Why do I have to go to that horrible duck pond and wash myself?" But he did. He thought probably the best thing to do. So he dunked himself 7 times in the Jordan River and came out and he was healed. So Naaman went back to the man of God and said to Elisha, "Now I know that there is no God in all the world except in Israel. Please accept this gift from your servant." But Elisha said, "No, as surely as the Lord lives, who I serve, I will not accept a thing." So Naaman took all his riches and went back home, very happy that his leprosy had gone. But Gehazi, the servant of Elisha, the man of God, said, "My master was too easy on you." And he chased after him and said to Naaman, "My master, Elisha, he told me to come to you because we have a couple of prophets that we need to look after." And Naaman said, "Oh, sure, no worries. Here, take this stuff." When Gehazi got back home, Elisha came out and said, "Where have you been?" He said, "I haven't been anywhere." And Elisha said, "I know the truth. You've stolen. You've taken stuff that's not rightfully yours. There is a punishment. The leprosy that Naaman had will now be yours." And when Gehazi left from Elisha's presence, his skin was leprous and had become white as snow. But the Bible doesn't just say, "Don't steal." It just doesn't tell us what not to do. That's one of the reasons Jesus came. He told us what we can do. If we look in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 28, it says this: "Anyone who has been stealing must steal no longer. Don't steal, but must work." You got to get a job. Doing something useful with their own hands that they may have something to share with those in need. It's not only don't steal, don't take what's not rightfully yours. It's also be generous. Have something to give to other people. Don't steal. Be generous. Give to others.